So on the GS challenge the other weekend, I've managed to fall off the bike and it fell to the left side just on the track, very low speed. But I didn't realise till I got home and was washing it that obviously it's bashed this slightly. A few scrapes on there, nothing serious. But also got a deep gouge in the rocker cover here. This is already damaged, and when I first got the bike, the previous owner had obviously done something similar. Um, the beak up here was scratched quite badly, which is why one of the reasons at least got my daughter to paint it. Also the front mudguard stay here, that was broken, so I've repaired that with a little bit of aluminium and some bolts. So this was scratched. I resprayed that back in the day when I first got the bike, and this was quite badly scored up here. A few scratches across the top, not as deep as the one I put in it last weekend, but I thought I might as well rub those out and at least respray the top half of the rocker cover. I'm not going to take it off, but if I mask all this up, I can just spray that top half, hopefully blend it in reasonably well down here, and at least it won't look quite as scratched as it does now. I should have got the camera out earlier because it's you can't really see the scratches anymore. Still a bit left there. So these are the ones that were on the bike when I got it. Rubbed those out, so that's smooth. This is the one I put in last weekend. That's again pretty much smooth. I also realised there was a sort of fake carbon fibre sticker on here, which I don't think is a BMW thing. It was fitted by the previous owner again. So I peeled it off. I don't really like it anyway. I'll take the one off the other side later. So this is the right hand side, but yeah, this is this sort of fake carbon fibre on here, which I think is just a sticker, and I don't think it's the original BMW. So I've taken it off the other side. I'll take it off this side too. Comes off pretty easily. Left a bit of adhesive there, but take it slowly, it should come off. But peeling it off, realised that there's a scratch here, which probably was me, and one down here as well, which again I think was me. So I'm going to rub that back with wet and dry, and I'm almost there. Not quite, but a lot better than it was. There's obviously several layers of finish on here. There's a dark black, it's a primer of some kind, I guess, the light grey, and then the actual final metallic finish. So I'm not going to get it perfect, just not quite as obviously scratched as it was. Obviously, I took off these covers for the electrics before I started. Anyway, let's use some meths to clean this down and also dry it, because the alcohol will dry the water out. An old trick from chemistry labs, drying flasks. Just put a splash of alcohol in, and it'll, as it evaporates, the alcohol evaporates, it takes away the water. So I'll try and mask that up and find some paint and give it a go. I've got a random selection of paints in my miscellaneous collection. BMW Space Grey, not sure what I'll use that for. This is from Lidl or somewhere. Claims to be silver grey and stone silver. Deu. I'm not sure what I use these on. And hammerite smooth silver. So I reckon one of these three. I'll give them a try. See what they look like against the original. Right, the Lidl one isn't metallic, so that's out. This is the BMW Space, which I've got very little of. and if anything's too dark, this one is the whatever the other one was. It's the Daewoo Stone Silver, and that's pretty close, I think. I'm going to go with that. Near enough. It's a real bodge, but here we go. I'm going to use this corner here as the place where I stop the new stuff, the new paint, and just leave it below. Try and get along this seam if this doesn't keep lifting off. And yeah, we'll see. Right, leave that to dry. I'll put another coat or two on. Okay, so that's 3 coats of this stone silver, and looking reasonable. It's dry now. I left it 10 minutes between each coat, and yeah, annoyingly, there's marks there which I didn't take out in either wet and dry, and there's also a line there. The rest is not too bad. All these scratches up here have completely gone, as have the ones down here. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to do it again. That's much better than it was even before I bought the bike. So or even when I did buy the bike. So yeah, that's good enough for me, I think. There we go. It's not too bad. So it's a shame I've still got that scratch there. That's quite visible. But yeah, and there's obviously greys along here as well, which is it's quite good, really, just a sign of that it's really being used. And the colour match, is actually pretty good. I'm quite surprised, to be honest. Still need to clean the rest of the bike. It's sort of dirty up here, but yeah, I mean, they said the join is sort of along that line. Generally speaking, I've sort of felt it over, but I don't know. I actually can't see the difference. There's a difference between the engine and this, but I think that's the same on the other side as well. The original, there is a slight difference in the finish. So yeah, good. Happy with that. Thanks for watching.